Yo, good evening. Merry Christmas, USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, the tri state areas of New Jersey and Connecticut, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man and homie, G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Rhymes with now or later. Your host with the most, misunderstood, lonely nomad, unstoppable, independent podcaster, creator, YouTuber, Queens, New York native who is also a New York Mets fan from the neck of the woods of a New York Mets fan and a New York Giants fan from the neck of the woods of Lawton, Queens, New York. You are now rocking with me by tuning in, streaming, listening, and watching the 438th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York Avenue podcast. Live and direct from StreamYard alongside with the comfort of my room where I do my podcast recordings. And this is the platform where I talk about various topics in music, New York City transit with the buses and subways, LIRR, Metro North, and of course, there's movie news, there's TV news alongside with tech news and a little bit of gaming news on the side. All right. So if you missed out on any episodes whatsoever, please feel free to click on that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555. And of course, be sure to leave a like and a comment alongside with the topics being discussed in each episode. And of course, you can share with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, people you're cool with from work. And I hope every single one of y'all had a chance to do their Christmas shopping and enjoying Christmas and with the family and friends. Yeah, you can celebrate Christmas with your friends too. I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So yeah. So don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts alongside with with a review of your feedback. Tell me how you feel about the topics in each episode, and of course, it helps the show out to grow more and gives me the confidence to create more content, new topics, and everything else in between. All right. This is a special Christmas episode, which is going to be the last episode of this month. As I go as this podcast will be making a return in January of 2026. January 2026, which is next month. So I want to actually, be able to work on my other podcast shows and stuff so I could actually get those episodes out the way and stuff so I could gather some time, come up with more topics and all that great stuff right there. So that's why I'm going to end this at the end of this episode. So, without further ado, yes, we're gonna gather around with some topics at hand. And of course, don't worry, I got some Christmas stuff. I did mention some Christmas spots where you can actually check out the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree and all that great stuff right there. So I'll get to all that in a sec. Yeah. So let's go on to the New York Mass Transit Files. We got some transit talk to talk about here. Okay, we got an incident that happened in the Bronx. We got to talk about. Let's get into it. So here's what's happening here. According to AMNY, a livery cab driver remains hospitalized on Wednesday hours after being brutally stabbed by an unidentified perpetrator in the Bronx, according to police sources. Officers from the 43rd Precinct responded to a 911 call of a man stabbed at the intersection of Randall Avenue and White Plains Road in Clayson Point at around 2:33 a.m., which took place on November 26th. Upon arriving at the scene, the cops found the 39-year-old male victim unconscious and unresponsive inside his vehicle with several stab wounds to his abdomen and back. Oh boy. It's crazy, right? Okay. Um. So EMS rushed the victim to Jacoby Hospital. His condition was first listed as critical, but then updated to stable, cops say. The New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers identified the victim as Osei Kusi. The organization says it is offering a $5,000 reward for information about the perpetrator. This was a vicious attack on a hardworking family man, said Stephen Rivera, the New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers president, in a statement. We need the public's help to catch whoever did this. Hmm. This was an attempted murder and a danger to every New Yorker, said the group's spokesperson, Fernando Mateo, in a statement. Someone out there knows something and must come forward. No arrests have been made. Police did not have an immediate description of the perpetrator. However, NYSFTD says the NYPD has Cushy's vehicle and is working to download video that may identify the perpetrator. The incident is classified as a felony assault, which is up 0.8% in the 43rd precinct year to date through November. That's through November 23rd. Um, Compared to the same period in 2024. More than 713 felony assaults have been reported to the 43rd precinct this year. Anyone with information regarding this incident can call Crime Stoppers at 800-577-TIPS for The Latinos who speak Spanish, you can dial 888-57-PISTA. You can also submit tips online at crimestoppers.nypdonline.org or on X, formerly Twitter, at NYPD Tips. All calls and messages are kept confidential. All right, so let's get to Brooklyn. So the Metropolitan Transportation Authority officials marked on Tuesday the completion of new elevators and other upgrades to the Church Avenue station on the B and Q lines in the Flatbush section of Brooklyn. MTA CEO and Chair Jano Lieber, Construction President Jamie Torres Springer, and Chief Accessibility Officer Q Q Quemu Q Q Muel Arroyo cut the ribbon on the station improvements during a November 25th news conference. The project added two new elevators, one each to the Brooklyn and Manhattan bound platforms, bringing the station into compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. The other upgrades include two new staircases and an additional entrance on East 18th Street between Church and Caton Avenues. All right, so and this was a while back actually, so it's Thanksgiving and we are thankful for another completed station renovation at completed station renovation here at Church Avenue, said Lieber, who lives close by to the station. This is a busy station, folks. I'm going through it every day. The new 88 elevators are always the headline when we do these projects, but we did not no, but we did a ton of other work to upgrade the station. Arroyo, who himself uses a wheelchair, said making the accessibility upgrades is about giving those with disabilities the freedom to get out of their houses every morning. So I can go to work, go to school, go to my doctor's appointment, but also to enjoy all that New York has to offer. With these accessibility initiatives, we are telling all New Yorkers that they belong. New Yorkers with access needs that hold on with access needs that they belong. Tourists with access means that they belong, he continued. The push for greater subway accessibility, Lever said his team has greatly increased the speed at which the MCA is making 88 station upgrades. He said there are currently 30 stations under construction and another 60 that are funded as part of the agency's 2025 to 29 capital plan. Every New Yorker deserves to be able to use our amazing subway system, Lieber said. It's the life it's the lifeline access to jobs, to education, to medical care, to everything New York has to offer. And we are changing the map so that the map for people with disabilities, for seniors, for parents with strollers, for everybody is the same as the map that you see on the subway car wall. However, the MTA chair noted that there is still a long way to go to make every one of the subway's 472 stations accessible, while noting that some will not be. He said the agency has made about one third of the stations accessible thus far, but will have made those that serve roughly 75% of their ridership accessible at the end of the current capital plan. Hmm. Torres Springer called Church Avenue renovation a remarkable feat of construction due to its involvement in adding a new mezzanine in the center of the station above moving subway cars. Church Avenue, which serves an average of 10,000 daily customers, is in an open air trench, similar to other stations on the same stretch of the Q and B lines. The new elevators and staircases open onto, the mezzanine, which features windows looking out onto the express tracks below. We built this new structure on top of the trains as they ran through, and this bridge across it to create this accessible path to both elevators on the street, Torres Springer said. Among the other station improvements, Torres Springer named new turnstiles, tactile yellow platform edge strips, and raised boarding areas for wheelchair users. Okay, the next one is a doozy. Um, did your subway get delayed again and you missed getting to 34th Street Herald Square? Did you take the wrong train because you were scrolling too much on your phone and wound up closer to King's Plaza than Queens Center? It's okay because the holiday season is here and you can find quite a few things on your shopping list underground. Take it as a sign to escape from the chaos and shop, especially if it is from one of many local small businesses. Retail stores and subway stations have been offering discounts since the COVID-19 slamdemic era. High rents, changing consumer habits, and remote work are some of the challenges that some shop owners face, forcing them to close their doors. But a number of subway shops remain open and provide valuable convenience for shoppers on the go. Shopping at these stores is an ideal way to spend on small businesses that took place Saturday, November 29th, a nationwide effort to promote small businesses at the start of the holiday season. The subway system is a concentrated microcosm of NYC, with passageways and platforms as commercial corridors and small business owners providing the goods and services passengers need in compact stores and kiosks. NYC Small Business Service Commissioner Denishino Gross said, "It's wonderful that the MTA makes this space available to business owners willing to specialize in meeting the needs of customers on the go. Below ground or above, New Yorkers who shop local play a part in ensuring that iconic NYC business types like subway shop owners are not lost." New York City is home to numerous traditional retail spaces, but its unique character and resilience are also shaped by the hidden businesses beneath its surface, from shops and subway stations and retail galleries to collaborative art ventures and independent food entrepreneurs. Check out these hidden gems to browse before embarking on your next ride. Infinity Shoe Repair, located at Lexington Avenue, 63rd Street. If the shoes you were planning to wear for that special night on New Year's break, don't worry. Infinity Shoe Repair has you covered. This underground store located between the 6 and EM station repairs, polishes, and cleans shoes and leather goods. Holiday fair at Grand Central. Browse this festive market through December 24th, um, featuring artisan products from more than 30 small businesses, handmade artisanal pottery from Z Pots, art and design from Carla Goodian, and recycled cashmere from um, e- e- Ecologic are some of the stores that bring unique handcrafted gifts to the heart of Manhattan. Victoria Beckerman, a jewelry designer from Argentina based in New York, explained why New Yorkers should support small businesses, especially during the holiday season. "I believe that everything handmade is always more special because few people are working in the business who have much more love put into every product that we sell. From going to buy the materials and get them packed. Everything has a lot of work behind it, Beckerman said. So the holiday fair runs Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sunday, uh, 11 a.m. to 6. Underground Market in Columbus Circle Station, located at 10 Columbus Circle. This market, which reopened in 2020, offers a variety of stores where shoppers can find the perfect gift for a loved one. Vintage accessories such as ties, cufflinks, money clips, belts, and more from Vintage One men. Hats, gloves, and hair clips from Accessorel and rich brownies from Salted are many of the local businesses selling their goods at Underground Market. Tommy, owner of Tommy's Figs, a retro collectible store specializing in vintage toys, action figures, and VHS, said that all the goods from the store come from New Yorkers. It's nice. It's a nice cycle of buying from New Yorkers and selling to New Yorkers, Tommy says. Operation hours of operations are from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Backwoods 40 located at 42nd and 8th Avenue Subway Mezzanine, 42nd Street Port Authority Bus Terminal. This store has it all: jewelry, dresses, scarves, and hats. The best part, you ask? Prices range from $5, $10, and $15. In this economy, nothing is better than a deal. The store's owner has been in operation for more than 3 decades. Hours range from 8 a.m. to 6 a.m. Yep. Yep. Very interesting, actually. Okay, let me see. All right, Backwoods in Jackson Heights, 74th Street, Roosevelt Avenue, um, station. This shop is a dreamy escape from the bustling metro hold on. Metropolis of NYC. Commuting fashionistas will enjoy stepping into this boutique located on the mezzanine of this busy transportation hub in Jackson Heights. The quaint shop is packed with fun racks of colorful clothes, a beautiful array of accessories, and a dazzling wall of sparkly earrings, offering an ideal opportunity for any fashion forward strap hanger to treat themselves to a stylish gift on their way home from work. See no evil pizza. Oh shit. Located at 50th Street and one by the one train station. You might be feeling hungry after all of that shopping, right? The Subway has you covered for a great meal too. A piping hot slice from this underground joint pizza is the perfect refreshment to enjoy before continuing your trek home from work or school, or if you just need a break. The menu features an array of gluten-free options as well as a few fun non-pizza dishes, including a classic Caesar salad, uv, u, ovo diavolo, which is deviled eggs, tonado. Well, we must be talking about tomatoes, I guess. Calabrian chili crisps and hot mayo, which is the subterranean eatery's take on artichoke dip. Now, you can check out these locations You can check out these locations at any time you go to the subway stations that has like business shops. All right. So let's get into let's see. Let's get into hang on one second here. All right. All right, let's get into I want to get into this next segment right here where I talk about some trending topics. And of course, this one in particular, I want to actually make sure I get this straight. Um, let's see. All right. All right. Um, so Van Lathan had to make a clarification with Pharrell Williams. Um, you 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 want to know what he was talking about here? Well, I got you covered with this segment right here, chatting all the jazz. Let's do this. All right, so Van Lathan. Let's talk about this. Van Lathan, who you may know from Higher Learning podcast with Rachel Lindsay and the Midnight Boys podcast, according to Complex. Van Lathan, perhaps, of course, yes. Van Lathan, perhaps best known for confronting Kanye West when he said slavery was a choice, says he spoke to Pharrell Williams after he made divisive comments about politics and diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts. On the latest episode of his podcast, Higher Learning with Rachel Lindsay, Lathan revealed that he spoke with Williams directly after the comments caused backlash online. I had an interesting conversation on the way in. I talked to Pharrell Williams earlier today. He said around the 50-second mark of the podcast, as seen above. Number one, he feels like the context of was, where he was, and what he was talking about is not being considered. Lathan said that Williams was doing a talk as part of a Black Ambition initiative that he runs, which invests in Black and Brown entrepreneurship. Over $85 million to invest in 2 DEI programs and make sure that the people behind these programs get exactly what they need, he said. What he meant to say and was trying to say, Pharrell told me, is that politics he was specifically talking about right versus left politics, not the overall example of what it means to be politically knowledgeable or engaged. He's talking about right versus left politics and how right versus left politics typically leave people behind. It is divisive. It's divisive because it doesn't get at the heart of an issue. It is a fight for political power. Per Lathan, Williams told him that he doesn't want to be a part of a fight for political power, and that he's more interested in empowering people to go out and live their dreams and execute the things that they are talented in. Um, let's see. This is one part of it. The other part of it, in terms of him talking about the best, is what he's saying. What he was saying is that the only thing you are going to fall back on, if in fact DEI is dismantled, it's how great you are, and that greatness is going to be the thing you are going to have invest into in terms of yourself, he continued. If in fact there is no DEI, which is why he has an organization that he has, which is why he's put the $85 million into people. He wants to give everybody the opportunity to be the best. Be the best at what? Like, what are you talking about, Pharrell? Lathan added that Williams felt as though people wouldn't have felt the way they did about his comments if they were aware of the context in which they were said. I think that I was able to impact upon him the importance of political education and understanding how politics affects people's lives, people's everyday lives, he said. And I don't think I knew as much about all the things that he was doing. Lathan did say, however, that they didn't agree on everything. On a previous episode of the podcast, Lathan addressed the comments and said that while he thinks Pharrell Williams is one of the most gifted musicians of all time, his comments were off base. Pharrell says that he is not into politics. Politics is divisive. He said at the 1 minute and 10 minute and 40-second mark of the podcast, he's into politics. He just doesn't know what he is. Politics affects the music industry as much as it does any other industry. During the fifth annual Black Ambition Demo Day, Williams indicated that he wasn't all that engaged with politics. I hate politics, he said. Like, despise them. It's a magic trick. It's not real. I don't believe in either side because I think when you pick a side, you are inadvertently inadvertently supporting division. Yes, it's not a popular point of view, but I just got to say, when I think about it, the wells are drying up. In the same talk, Williams addressed the black people in the audience with a question. Do you think, for what it is that you do you think you are the best? Do you want the job because you are black or because you are the best? He asked. Do you want someone to support your startup because you are black or because you are the best? I think now for me, it's about us having the best ambition, and that's the reason why you should support these businesses. Let me know in the comments how you feel about Pharrell's statements in the comments on YouTube. All right. Now, this next topic, I was scrolling on Facebook and there was a picture of Ebro, Darton, Laura Stylez, and Peter Rosenberg with boxes in their hands and looking like they were moving into a different spot. And the reason I say that is because it's because of this story regarding Hot 97. So Hot 97 signaling a new on-air direction with the announcement of a fresh group of hosts amid the cancellation of Ebro in the morning. On Thursday, the iconic New York hip-hop station shared a promotional image across social media introducing Rondell Smith, Lana Harris, and Million, labeling them as the new Hot 97 host alongside a bold coming soon banner. If you don't know who these individuals are, make sure you follow them on social media, including Instagram. The post did not specify whether the trio will helm the morning show, nor did it include a launch date or show title. So, still, the announcement arrives in the immediate aftermath of the cancellation of Ebro in the morning, which had been hosted by Ebro, Darton, Laura Stylez, and Peter Rosenberg for years. 13 years, man. That's a heck of a an accomplishment. Damn, man. Given the vacancy in the morning slot, many listeners quickly connected the dots, but Hot 97 has stopped short of formally naming the trio as its new morning team. The station has remained tight-lipped about the details, signaling only that Rondell, Lana, and Million have will have prominent on-air roles in the near future. Their introduction suggests Hot 97 is in the middle of a broader programming reset as it looks to redefine its sound and personality heading into the next phase. The shakeup follows a lot of turbulence at the station with Ebro in the mornings, exit sparking intense debate among fans and industry observers. While Hot 97 has not publicly explained the decision, Ebro Darton has claimed his outspoken political views and critiques of powerful institutions may have contributed contributed an assertion the station has not addressed. Adding another layer to the transition is Flex, who briefly filled in during mornings after Ebro's departure. Flex later clarified that while he received strong positive feedback for his temporary stint, his involvement in mornings won't start for a while. He has said he agreed to take over the morning show in 2029 and that he will remain in his longtime 5 p.m. drive time slot until then. Flex also noted just hours before the station's announcement of their new hires that a new morning show expected to launch in 2026 is already two-thirds complete, and that will not be part of that lineup. Flex reacted to the news of Smith, Harris, and Millions hiring with IG comments featuring multiple tears of joy emojis. For now, Hot 97 is keeping specifics close to the vest. What's clear is that Rondell Smith, Lana Harris, and Million are central to the station's next chapter. Now, this is crazy to me, man. For me to actually hear that they got fired. And that's fucking crazy, and that's really insane though, man. But I will say this though. Um Ebro, Laura Stylez, and Peter Rosenberg, they have a YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel that I want to actually mention too. Um yeah, they have a YouTube channel that I want to mention actually. Let me try to pull it up actually. Let me pull it up for a bit. Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull it up for a bit. I'll pull it up. hmm Hold on. Damn, come on. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it up right now. Their YouTube channel. So, all right, so this is their YouTube channel right here. Let me just Yeah, this is their YouTube channel. Their new YouTube channel is the Ebro Laura Rosenberg Show. And so far, they got 4 episodes in. Make sure you subscribe to the new channel on YouTube, the Ebro Laura Rosenberg Show. This is their new show slash podcast. I'm not sure if it's going to be on audio streaming platforms, but Ebro and them are probably working on it as I speak to this recording right now. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right. So, oh gosh, boy, primate. I'll talk about that later. All right. Let me see. Let's take a look at the 10 underrated hip hop artists you need to know. So Despite what you despite what your favorite young rappers think, the rap game in the 90s was unequivoc- un- unequivocally amazing. While the late 70s and 80s were the age of discovery, building the framework for both future production techniques and lyrical execution, hip hop was hitting on all cylinders in the 10 years leading up to Y2K. In a decade that was teeming with originality, lyricism, social commentary, classic albums, and iconic MCs. It was it was almost easy for even some of the dopest artists not to get their proper shine in the limelight. Mind you, this was before everyone on the planet had access to the internet, and every human being over the age of 10 was walking around with an iPhone stitched to their palm. Times was different, but the advances of today's technology aren't totally to blame. For one reason or another, several rappers who should have been just as big as their platinum selling contemporary contemporaries slipped through the cracks of critical acclaim from the mainstream. Maybe it's our fault as listeners for failing to recognize their greatness when they were riding that wave sometimes. That's the breaks. Here are 10 incredibly underrated artists from the golden era of rap. Okay, number one, the Beat Nuts. Album to start with, the Beat Nuts Street Level 1994. When all is said and done, the Beatnuts, Psycho Les, and Juju will be remembered for their 1999 hit "Watch Out Now" and the 1997 Big Pun and Cuban Link collab "Off the Books." The two singles were two of the most well-known rap tracks from their respective years. While the mainstream might consider them one song away from making the cut for an episode of VH1's One Hit Wonders. The Beatnuts deserve way more props. They broke out on the scene with their 1993 EP Intoxicated Demons, with then member fashion Al Tariq, which consisted of a mix of raunchy humor over a colorful sound palette. Follow up studio LPs Street Level in 1994 and Stone Crazy in 1997 were even more solid. Ironically, Musical Massacre 1999 might be their least impressive output of the decade, but it wound up being the group's biggest commercial success with help from the aforementioned Billboard charting Watch Out Now. Though never considered elite lyricists, the Beats, who also helped usher in the Latin rap movement in NYC, had a style of their own. Number two, Kilo Ali. Album to start with Organized Bass 1997. What a time to be alive for an Atlanta MC. While ATL stands atop the rap the rap world and runs the radio these days. In 1990, there were only a handful of artists who were making a splash. Kilo Ali, formerly known as just Kilo. I swear these nicknames and stage names are so funny. Oh shit. Was one of them breaking ground with his 1991 single America Has a Problem. Cocaine. You think? And the LP of the same name, the Bankhead native was one of the first Atlanta rappers to get play on the airwaves. While heavy into the bass scene, Low had local hits with tracks like Georgia, Nasty Dancer, Do You Hear What I Hear, and Show Me Love, dropping 7 albums from 1991 to 1997, with 3 placing on Billboard's Hot 200 chart. Let's see. Hold on a second. Yeah, while it was drug issues that shortened his career and kept him from getting more shine outside of Atlanta, every rapper from the A Town should pay homage to the original Shorty Low. They know. Number three, Young Bleed. Never heard of him. Album to start with, Organized Bass, 1998. When you are on a label that seemingly has an endless assembly line of MCs dropping a new album once a month, it's easy to get overlooked. As a member of Masterpiece No Limit Camp, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, rapper Young Bleed wasn't one of the more well-known artists on the label, but he's definitely one of the brightest spots of the storied imprint. Despite not getting a lot of album push, his mafioso tinged classic debut album, My Balls and My Word. Oh shit. Was one of the label's finest releases, featuring fire tracks like Keep It Real, Better Than Last Time, and previously released How You Do That. YB parted ways with P and them after his first LP, but dropped a steady amount of music over the years. He tragically passed away on November 1st, after 2025, after suffering a brain aneurysm. Damn, man. That shit is so common. Number four, Safer. Never heard of him. Album start with Boxcar Sessions, 1984. Yes, Harold from Menace to Society had bars. Though he made his first appearance to the masses on the big screen, Oakland, California, MC Safir, made his biggest impact to the culture on the rap front. His debut, Boxcar Sessions, 1994, was a welcome deviation from the left coast rap scene of the time. He tended to swing either gangster or alternative. Think of think think the hold on. Think the Far Side. Sa was all about spinning a wizard with the wordplay. Following the album's release, he was involved in a notorious hieroglyphics crew and Hobo Junction battle on Sway and King Tech's Wake Up Show in 1994, a catalyst in the West Coast battle rap movement. Saphir finished the 90s with the album's Trigonometry. Thank goodness I ain't had to take that class. In 1998, and the more commercial attempt, the hit list in 1999. He never reached the status of freestyle MCs turned full-fledged rappers like, say, Cannabis, but best believe Saphir was rapping circles around cats during a time when lyrics still mattered. In 2024, Saphir, who had been living with a number of health issues for years, died in his hometown of Oakland. Damn, son. Number five, K West, the Mad Lad. Never heard of him. Album to start with. This is my first album, 1996. There are some MCs who are true entertainers to the core. K West, the Mad Lad, was that dude. Building his name off the battle rap scene, K West signed with Rick Rubin's American Recordings in the early 90s. His only studio album release was the wildly amusing This Is My First Album, filled with raunchy anecdotal rhymes and straight bars over boom bap production. The sole output was an underground favorite. K West had a short lived run of captivating randy teens and young adults with singles like 101 Things to Do While I'm With Your Girl and Lubrication. Oh, lubrication. Oh man. Frustrations with the industry, however, seemed to derail KTML's career. After a decade-long hiatus, he released his latest offering of old tracks. These are my unreleased recordings in 2007. Number 6, Master Ace Incorporated. Album start, Slaughterhouse, 1993. In the early 90s, Master Ace had already established himself in the rap game as an MC with great lyrical skills in the famed Juice Crew. Following his 1990 solo LP, Take a Look Around, all he needed was a crew of his own. Master Ace Incorporated formed in 1992, actually 92, with Ace joining forces with I Sue Rock, Lord Digger, Paula Perry, and R&B vocalist Lashia. They released their debut album, Slaughterhouse, to critical acclaim as it was notable for its East Coast sound as well as its pointed jabs at the West Coast and its gangster posturing. Their second album, Sitting on Chrome, up the ante, featuring the hits Born to Roll, the INC Ride, and Sitting on Chrome, a Yo MTV Raps staple, all cracking the Billboard Hot 100. It still failed to make the group a household name. Modest success also wasn't enough to keep the band together. After only 2 LPs, intergroup strife forced the outfit to disband. Damn. Number 7, Organized Confusion. Album start with Stress, The Extinction Agenda, 1984. When listing the great duos of all time, Organized Confusion, consisting of Pharrell Monch and Prince Poe, often get overlooked, but they were incredible. 2 extremely skilled rappers with razor sharp lyricism. Ironically, Monch now celebrated as one of the greatest pure MCs ever known for for sputtering multi um multi-syllabic flow. Actually started out as the beatboxer for Prince Poe. The two, of course, would grow into a dynamic duo whose first 2 albums are especially revered for their dense rhyme schemes and inventive song structures. Stray Bullet, a song delivered from the perspective of a bullet, stands as one of hip hop's most creative storytelling tracks, one that clearly inspired Nas. I Gave You Power. After their third album, The Equinox came and went with a similarly muted commercial response. The pair went their separate ways. Monch, as a solo artist, would finally achieve the commercial success he long deserved with the Godzilla sampling hit Simon Says. Oh shit. Number 8, The Coup album starts. Still, this album, 1998. In the 90s, Cheeseface President 47 was an aspirational hit figure in hip hop, someone who symbolizes the hyper capitalist, get the money by any means ethos that many rappers embraced during the boom commercial years of the decade. If there was one rap act that refused to follow that trend, it was The Coup, a proudly um, communist group from the Bay Area. They famously dissed Cheeseface President 47 on several tracks, including Pimps, freestyling at the Fortune 500 Club, from Genocide and Juice. This was The Coup, proudly confrontational, political, and underground. The group consisted of Boots Riley, who is now a filmmaker, E-Rock, who eventually left to become a longshoreman. Not sure what that means. And the late Pam the Funkstress. Though the Coup were dead serious about their politics, the music itself was often breezy, funky, and sometimes even danceable. The Coup went from obscure to infamous in the early 2000s when the original cover art for Party Music depicted the Twin Towers exploding months before 9/11. But even prior to that controversy, they had one of the great underground rap catalogs. All their early releases, Kill My Landlord, Genocide, and Steal This Album, are considered throwback classics. Number 9, Tragedy. Album to start Tragedy Saga of a Hoodlum. If you ask the average hip hop fan who should be in the pantheon of rappers hailing from Queens, New York, you might be hard pressed to find someone willing to toss out Tragedy. And that's just a drag shame. One of the most underrated MCs out of the borough, the Queensbridge OG, same area as Nas and Mobb Deep, and Juice Crew affiliate, actually hit the scene in 1989, the same year the Bridge Wars started, in a duo named Super Kids. His 1990 debut, Intelligent Hoodlum, put together following a 2-year bid, was on another level, truly slept on. The album was steeped in in science and mathematics, a Africanism ideologies, and street aesthetics. His second album, Tragedy, Saga of a Hoodlum, was an even less restrained look into black plight. He is credited as the first rapper to use the term Illmatic on wax, and while many, including this writer, considered Capone and Noriega's 1997 album, The War Report, a classic, Trag actually contributes to the LP more than Capone, who was locked up who was locked up for much of its completion. Despite his achievements, most overlook his contributions to the culture. He is still dropping records, including his Grimier Thug Matrix trilogy, with his latest offering coming in the form of 2014's pre-magnum opus. And last but not least, number 10, Lady of Rage. Um, Album to start with, Necessary Roughness, 1997. The Lady of Rage might not have been originally from LA, but you can't mention Death Row without her. She was a ferocious rapper with a commanding presence and fierce delivery who got her breakout moment by rapping circles around her male peers on the Chronic and Doggy Style. In 1984, she scored her first solo hit, Afro Puffs. It not only proved she was a real spitter, but also showed she could craft an anthem strong enough to chart on the Billboard Hot 100. Despite all her talent and her tendency to steal the show, Rage never really got her moment. By the mid 90s, with the death of Tupac and Snoop and Dre leaving, Death Row was in a state of disarray, and she was stuck on the bench. She finally released her first and only solo album, Necessary Roughness, more than 3 years after the success of Afro Puffs. Uh, Despite the lost opportunity, the album is still worth a listen. Okay, I'm gonna keep it on music. I'm gonna keep it on a music topic. There's been some songs that came out, uh, hip hop songs of the week. I want to actually get a look at this before I go on to the next one, and along with some Christmas stuff. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me see something here. Um, Hip hop songs. Hip hop songs of the week. Let's take a look here. Let me see. Are you kidding me? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Okay, so let me see if I can actually, if there's a link to. All right, let me see. All right. All right, let's go to the website instead. Okay, 13 hip hop songs of the week. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. For December. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to look for something. Okay. Okay. No, there was All right, you know what? I did see something actually, so I'm going to. I did see something. Let me just look for it. Okay, so top tracks this week for late December. So starting with Drake and Party Next Door, Somebody Loves Me Part 2, featuring Cash Cobain, Lotto and Ice Spice, um, Giat, Don Tolliver, Tiramisu, Triple Red, World Boss, V's, LOAT, Tierra Whack, Tiptoe, EBK, J-Bo 5K. Trending hits and viral songs, 21 Savage, Jump Out, JOWYH, Gunna, Funky Mean, Pusheisty, FDO, and Little Baby Insecurities. Let's see. Featured playlist and list XXL's best new hip hop songs, highlights current releases. Rolling Stone's best hip hop songs of 2025 covers the year's top tracks. Apple Music's hip hop hits playlist features ongoing chart toppers. You can want, yeah, of course, right. Yeah, so there you go, right there. There you go, right there. Let's see. So I guess, yeah. All right, so there you go, right there. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to hang on one second here. Okay, Ice-T. All right, so he's chilling. Ice-T revealed the real reason behind his reduced screen time on season 27 of Law and Order Special Victims Unit during an interview with TMZ published Monday. He said, in quote, It's just basically business, he told the outlet. They brought Kelly Giddish back at the end of the day. They couldn't keep both of us. They couldn't keep both of us um on both times as far as budget wise. Let's see. Okay, so the rapper turned actor has starred as Detective Finn Tatuola on Law and Order SVU since joining the Dick Wolf crime drama for season 2 in 2000. After Mariska Hargitay, he's been on the show the longest. Hargitay, age 61, has starred as Olivia Benson in the series since its premiere in 1999. She's also on maternity leave due to a baby, in case nobody didn't know about this. However, Ice-T has only appeared in 4 of the 8 episodes released this year. Let's see. Giddish, meanwhile, joined the series as Sergeant Amanda Rollins in season 13 before being written off in season 24. She ultimately returned for the current season. They said, Ice will have you come in and out this year. Ice T, whose real name is Tracy Lauren Marrow, continued. Everybody wanted Kelly back. We have new cops. Although the trespass star assured Law and Order fans that he is not leaving the show, Ice-T expressed concerns about being included in the show's next season. Let's see. End quote. I am more concerned with going to season 28, he admitted. This year they said, Ice, we're going to work you a little less. Everything was cool with me. I understood. I said, are you getting rid of me? They said, no way. We can't imagine Law and Order without you. I've been on the show for 27 years, the OG original gangsters artist said. I am not going to say anything negative about this show. They have taken care of me for so long. I'm trying to get to season 28. Ice-T Ice-T added that his reduced screen time has allowed him to work on new music and focus on other things besides the NBC police drama. Don't worry about me. I am kind of glad the fans are upset. What if I was missing and nobody cared? He joked. I will be sprinkled throughout this season, Ice-T concluded. Law and Order SVU underwent a significant cast shakeup after season 26 ended in May. In addition to bringing back Giddish as Rollins, Juliana, Aiden Martinez, Kate Silva, and Octavio Pisano, Joe Velasco departed the show. Amy Donna Kelly, Renee Curry was upgraded to a series regular, while Hachite, Peter Scanet, excuse me, Peter Scanavino, Dominic Sonny Carissi Jr., and Kevin Kane, Terry Bruno stayed on as main cast members. But Ice-T's reduced screen time this season isn't the only issue leaving fans up in arms. Let's see. The long-running NBC procedural faced backlash for killing off Dan Florex, Captain Donald Cragen, during the season 27 premiere in September. He was the best boss I ever had, Hargitay's Benson said after laying Cragen to rest. Everything that I know about being a captain, I learned from him. But longtime fans didn't see it the same way. This is y'all last season to piss me off, one person wrote on Instagram. Good morning to everyone except the writer who dared to write Cragen's dad, added another. The fall finale of Law and Order SVU aired on Thursday, November 20th. Season 27 will return to NBC with new episodes on January 8th, 2026. So that's the clarification of Ice-T. So he's not leaving the show. He cleared it up. So there you go, right there. Okay. Let me see. I want to actually take a look at something real quick with the topics. So today's episode is have fun with food and brew some Christmas cheers. So this is a Christmas episode dedicated to like some stuff. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. What do you say? Yeah. All right. So let's get into Dunkin and Starbucks for a sec. Actually, it is Christmas season, so there it is. So as Christmas season swiftly approaches, which is already here, popular coffee chains like Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks have embraced festivity by releasing lines of holiday-inspired beverages. With the two coffee giants offering several new and returning options on their menu, stopping at the right place for the right drink is a big deal for coffee lovers who wish to be merry and bright. Here is what you need to know about the most popular offerings. So we got gingerbread chai from Starbucks. For every fan of the pumpkin cream cold foam chai, this is the perfect winter replacement. This drink, available iced or hot, consists of a chai tea latte topped with gingerbread cream, cold foam, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. The similar flavor profile of chai and gingerbread allows the pairing to work exceptionally well. The sweetness of the gingerbread cold foam contrasts with the rich and spicy flavors of the chai. This was the best winter drink from either chain and one I personally be reordering. Cookie butter cloud latte from Dunkin' Donuts. I can't believe they took off donuts out of all things, man. It's fucking ridiculous. This latte was a highly anticipated addition to the Dunkin' holiday menu, noticed for its creativity in comparison to other potentially overused holiday flavors. The drink, typically ordered iced, consists of a latte topped with cookie, butter, cold foam, and Biscoff like cookie pieces. Each sip had flavors of brown sugar and espresso. This drink was less sweet than I expected, especially considering its appearance and name, tasting strongly of coffee, but not much like cookie butter. Coffee lovers should know that finishing this drink quickly improves the drinking quality, which is difficult because of its density. Otherwise, the cookie butter pieces become soggy and unappetizing. Sugar cookie latte for Starbucks, a fan favorite. The sugar cookie latte made its return for the 2025 Christmas season. Available iced, hot, and blended. This drink is certainly versatile. Yum. No matter how you order it, it comes with sprinkles on top, a festive touch. The latte features many flavors, most prominently vanilla and blonde espresso. It is a great choice for fans of sweet coffee. Um, However, I believe it fell short on truly tasting like a sugar cookie, which disappointed me. White chocolate latte at Dunkin'. This Dunkin' Essential returned alongside others with this winter. It is available hot and iced, a classic iced coffee with whipped cream on top. This option has a cozy, toasty dessert drink flavor profile, including the taste of white chocolate and cinnamon. It is extremely sweet. Another excellent option for fans of sugary coffee. My longest complaint with this confectionery drink. Damn, man. You're using big words on that shit, though, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, confectionery drink is that it seems as though nothing about it makes it distinctively merry, meaning that it isn't truly set apart from the iced coffee offered at Dunkin' in the months of January to October. Peppermint Mocha by Starbucks, a Starbucks holiday classic. This decadent coffee never fails to bring me joy. Like the sugar, the sugar cookie latte, it is available hot, cold, and blended. It is also available as a white chocolate mocha rather than a classic mocha. It is typically topped with whipped cream and chocolate shavings. Not sure what the shavings part is. The flavor of the mocha is extremely rich, but it is countered with the sweet and refreshing flavors of peppermint, which are very prominent as is expected. It is the perfect hot drink to have in hand while walking through Christmas lights in the cold. Peppermint Mocha by Dunkin', the quintessential Dunkin' seasonal offering, excuse me. This drink is available iced or hot, similar to the Starbucks version. It is topped with whipped cream and chocolate shavings. Um, the mocha is rich, the flavors of peppermint being a bit less noticeable. The flavors of chocolate were heavy, almost tasting like the chocolate milk rather than coffee. It was less flavorful than the Starbucks version due to this shortcoming. While Dunkin' has some decent drinks, the Starbucks um the Starbucks line the Starbucks lineup ultimately outshined Dunkin' this year. For sweet tooths, these holiday collections are a dream and certainly worth a try. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Let's talk about the three Christmas desserts from around the world with hidden health benefits. Okay, 'tis the season for festive treats as a typical holiday dinner alone can pack more than 3,000 calories. It can be tempting to hold off on dessert. Three desserts, including a beloved annual staple from Italy, not only bring a touch of international culinary delight, but they are also packed with surprising nutritional benefits. Let's see. With nearly half of Americans attending holiday parties just for the treats, it's no wonder the cakes, cookies, pies, and more are top of mind. Whether your menu finds inspiration from blue zones or you are following family traditions, the end of the meal can be both festive and feel good. Um, Tehran DG Jonah. Um, this sweet treat from Spain is a soft nougat that creates a rich, creamy butter like paste without the high saturated fat content of butter. Made from four simple ingredients: toasted Makona almonds, honey, sugar, and egg whites. This famous dish comes from the town of Gijona in Alicante, a port city on the southeastern coast. The almonds provide mono unsaturated fats, a healthy dietary fat that can lower cholesterol levels in your blood and lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. They also contain high levels of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and fluoric acid, an important B vitamin necessary to produce new cells in the body. Meanwhile, the nuts and egg whites back plenty of protein to keep you feeling full and build muscle. Excuse me. Um, Panettone, a Christmas classic. This Italian bread dons many holiday dessert tables. Known for its tall dome shape and light texture, panettone is made with natural sourdough, offering health benefits like improved digestion and even blood sugar control. This sweet treat is traditionally studded with candied citrus like orange peel and raisins throughout. Not only are citrus fruits are winter stable, but they can also be a great source of vitamin C, providing necessary immune support against winter colds. The fruits can also boost collagen and high, higher hyaluronic acid production, making your skin glow. Okay, okay. Let me see. And whether you love them or hate them, raisins offer a fiber, iron, potassium, and antioxidants that lower blood pressure and cholesterol while helping digestion. Mellow macarona, all the way from Greece. Mellow macarona are egg-shaped cookies baked with olive oil and crushed walnuts. Then, while still hot, the baked goods are dipped in honey to soak up the sweetness. Packed with the mono unsaturated fats and antioxidants, olive oil boosts heart health, stabilizes blood sugar, and protects brain function. The walnuts also provide anti inflammatory action from their antioxidant content while supporting healthy aging and weight management. While still a sugar that should be eaten in moderation, honey also contains antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and antibacterial effects for a natural energy boost, immunity support, and cough relief. All right, let's take it to Queens. Let's take it to Queens, actually. Okay, so with the rush of holiday shopping winding down, one of the few things left to do is make sure there are cookies to leave for Santa's arrival. Instead of the same old sugar cookies, why not give Santa a true taste of Queens and to indulge in? From gooey strawberry matcha goodness to iconic Italian rainbow delights, one bite of the borough's local flavor, and Santa will make sure to keep Queens on the nice list for years to come. We have Chip City has a special holiday collaboration with TBS with cookies inspired by holiday films like You Are a Mean Matcha One, a Grinch inspired strawberry matcha cookie with white chocolate chips, and I triple dog. Oh shit! I triple dog dare you. A decadent chocolate cookie with dark milk and white chocolate inspired by the famous line from A Christmas Story. A decadent holiday treats are available until Christmas Day. And it's located at 3006 34th Street, Astoria. Um, you can you can you can follow Chip City Cookies on Instagram, and of course you can. And phone number is 917-745-0101 and chipcitycookies.com. Ocean Bakery sells freshly baked Greek breads, pastries, and sweet and savory cookies like their honey cookie mallow macarona. Mellow macarona. Orange Greek cookies. Oh shit. And savory cookie like cret, rusk, and lado culara. Um, whether you are looking for a gift for family for the holidays or sweets for after Christmas dinner, the bakery has authentic desserts that everyone will enjoy. And it's located at 23 18 31st Street in Astoria, Queens. Phone number 347-617-1400. AuctionBakery.com, and you can follow them on Instagram at auction.bakery. Spot Dessert Bar has special treats for the holiday season, like their red velvet cookie with matcha lava on the inside and a matcha strawberry cookie with strawberry cream in the middle. The limited time cookies are available through the month of December at their Queens locations, including Long Island City, Astoria, and Flushing. You can also you can also check out the place located at 28-43 Jackson Avenue, Long Island City. Phone number 718-210-2170. And you can follow and you can actually check out their website for menu information at spotdessertbar.com. And you can follow them on Instagram, Spot Dessert Bar, as well. The Cookie Crumbs is the perfect place for decadent and over the top cookie flavors to share for the holidays, including Love You Berry Matcha, a cookie filled with strawberry jam and coconuts for chocolate, a chocolate cookie filled with a chocolate hazelnut spread and topped with dark chocolate and chopped nuts. The popular cookie shop even offers a holiday cookie tower to spread the love with friends and family for the joyous season. You can check out their location at 2918 Ditmars Boulevard in Astoria, Queens, 718-685-2588. You can check out their website, cookiecrumbs.com, and follow them on Instagram at Cookie Crumbs. Cookies and Cream Pastry Shop has a special seasonal treat for December, featuring their classic gingerbread cookies made fresh and decorated for the holiday season, available to enjoy at both their Long Island City and Kew Gardens locations. The shop offers a variety of cookie cookie flavors, including cookies and cream, peanut butter cookies made with Reese's Pieces, my favorite, and other freshly baked treats. All right, so located at 1211 Jackson Avenue, Long Island City, Queens. Phone number 347-507-0134. And you can check out the website, ccpastrysshop.com. And you can also follow Cookies and Cream Pastry Shop on the gram. Elio's Ice Cream is known for their wide array of ice cream and donut treats, but they also have an assortment of freshly made cookies, including chocolate chip, red velvet, and white macadamia. Guests can even make their own ice cream treat by turning it into an ice cream sandwich with toppings to create a decadent dessert. Located at 3928 Queens Boulevard, Sunnyside, Queens. Phone number is 718-925-7543. And you can check out the website, elios.dine.online. And you can follow Elios Ice Cream on Instagram. Okay, so let's get to our next Christmas stuff actually. So let's see. Let me see. Damn. Oh, Here's another one. Okay, so let me see. So this is from delish.com. Let's see. Google Trends analyzed search volume for holiday cookie recipes this year and found that peanut butter blossoms are the most popular. Following in second and third place, respectively, are peanut butter balls. Oh shit, peanut butter balls. That's funny. And spritz cookies. Oh shit. The trend shows a growing fondness for peanut butter, but we think you can make whatever you want for the holiday season. From gingerbread to thematically decorated sugar cookies, there's no question that this is the season of the cookie. There's really nothing quite as nostalgic as whipping up a fresh homemade batch to enjoy while you are watching your favorite holiday movie, unwrapping presents, or bringing to a holiday party. And while you might think of classic options like chocolate peppermint cookies or Italian Christmas cookies, last year's most popular. This year's top holiday cookie is something that you can enjoy year round, which is peanut butter blossom. Google Trends via Axios an analyzed searches for Christmas cookie recipes from November 12th to December 12th to this year to identify which recipes saw the biggest spike in traffic. The beloved peanut butter blossom took the top spot, excuse me, while peanut butter balls came in came in as another top contender. Oh man. Either way, it seems like people are just craving good old peanut butter this year. And honestly, I get it. There's nothing like a great peanut butter cookie. And when you add chocolate into the mix, perfection. Rounding out the top three is the Sprit Cookie, a nostalgic option that almost always shows up on the holiday dessert table. But here's the thing, it really doesn't matter whether you go with a popular pick or not. A cookie is a cookie, and each kind is delicious and special in its own right. Much like a snowflake or you. Oh shit. All I know is I be super happy to get any type of homemade cookie this year. Oh shit. Yeah. Of course, make sure you, when you look up a holiday cookie like peanut butter blossoms or whatever, make sure you actually find out which store sells them and stuff. Um, all right. Okay, let me see if there's let me see amazing holiday performances and stuff. Let me see. Um, oh boy. All right. Let me see. This is posted on the 18th. Okay, let's see. Okay, I want to do a special Christmas segment right here, dedicated to the places and stuff. So I want to get to hold on. I want to get to the rundown segment of Remains to Be Seen. All right. This is where I give you like a breakdown on some fun activities to do, whether it's for the week or weekend, a month, whatever it may be. Here it is. Remains to be seen. In honor of Christmas week, I wanted to actually you know, recognize some of the places that's happening right now, actually, starting with the very hungry Caterpillar Interactive Holiday Show, which is the Manhattan Movement and Arts Center located at 248 West 60th Street, Upper West Side, now through December 28th. See website for complete schedule. Ages 8 and younger. Tickets start at $39. Experience the spellbinding stories and colorful characters of beloved author and artist Eric um, Carl in a whole new way. This innovative stage show brings to life for Eric Carl stories through 45 magical handcraft puppets, world class puppeteering, and lively original music that invites your little one to play along with their favorite stories. You got the Radio Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes, Radio City Music Hall located at 1260 6th Avenue, aka Avenue of the Americas, Midtown Manhattan, through January 5th. See their website for complete schedule. All ages. Ticket starts at $65. Celebrate the 100th anniversary of the world famous Radio City Rockettes at this year's Christmas Spectacular. Whether it's your first time or your family's annual tradition, this milestone season promises to be more unforgettable than ever before. Gazillion Bubble Show, a holiday spectacular, new world stages located at 340 West 50th Street, Hell's Kitchen, Wednesdays, Sundays, and noon, 5:30 p.m. through January 4th. Ages 8 and younger, and course tickets is $70. Step into a magical holiday wonderland where millions of shimmering bubbles swirl into snowstorms, lights, and lasers dance to seasonal music, and families become part of the fun. The world famous Gazillion Bubble Show returns with its first ever holiday edition, packed with dazzling bubble artistry, immersive winter effects, Santa snow globe photos, and exclusive bubble toys perfect for gifting. A Christmas Carol, the musical, the Players Theater, located at 115 McDougal Street in Greenwich Village. Hours Sundays 11 a.m. to noon, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Wednesday through Saturdays, um, 7 7 8 7 to 8 p.m. Saturdays 3 to 4 p.m. Oh wow. Um, now through December 30th. Um, yeah. Except December 24th, 25th, and 26th. Age 5 and older, ticket starts at $46. Follow along with Ebenezer Scrooge as he is visited by four ghosts, his old business partner Marley, the ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. See what happens when he gets a glimpse of his own future if he doesn't change his life. Will Scrooge catch the holiday spirit and save himself in the process? Find out at this special holiday show with a story so warm it will melt the cold heart of even the grumpiest Scrooge. There is a free family workshop 1 hour prior to the Sunday 11 a.m. performances only. And workshop seating is limited to a first come, first served basis, and those fill up fast. Please arrive on time and guarantee a place at the workshop. Towards the night before by Cirque du Soleil, now through December 28th. See the website for schedule and information. The theater at MSG 4 Pennsylvania Plaza, Midtown Manhattan, all ages. Ticket starts at $64. For years, Isabella and her father have read Twas the Night Before Christmas together, but this year Isabella feels like she's outgrown the family tradition. Then the magic of the poem comes to life, and Isabella and her father are unexpectedly separated by a snowstorm that sends them on a fantastical journey. In a winter wonderland inspired by the poem, they discover whimsical characters, acrobats, children, and reindeer who reunite father and daughter in the holiday spirit. YPC performs a city singing at Christmas concert at St. Pat. Well, nah, it's too late. Let me skip that. Let me skip that one. Let me skip that one. The Magic Flute uh, at the Metropolitan Opera House, located at 30 Lincoln Center Plaza on the Upper West Side through January 3rd. Excuse me. See website for schedule. All ages. Tickets start at $35. Mozart's heartwarming fairy tale takes the stage in the Mets' abridged English language production by Julie Taymor, the Tony Award-winning director of Broadway's The Lion King, featuring some of the opera's most popular melodies and brought to life with colorful sets and costumes and dazzling puppetry. It's perfect for audiences of all ages. Hold on. All ages. Okay. At every performance, families can enjoy free activity books and themed photo opportunities throughout the lobby. Special downloadable activities are also available online to explore before or after you visit. Complimentary face painting will be available before select matinee performances. Let's see. Broadway Magic Hour, Magic Spectacular, Broadway Comedy Club, located at 318 West 53rd Street, Midtown. If you missed any days like Saturday, December 20th and Sunday, December 20th, don't worry. There's still the 27th through the 30th from 2 to 3 p.m. All ages. Ticket starts at $25. Join Jim Vines and Carl Mercurio this holiday season for a special rendition of their hit show, Broadway Magic Hour. This family friendly magic show brings a whole new set of holiday themed wonders to New York audiences, complete with audience participation, comedy, grand illusion, mime reading, and experts sleight sleight of hand sleight of hand magic. There's something for every member of the family in this one of a kind all ages holiday event. Then you have Merry Mayhem, which is which which is located at the New Victory Theater, 209 West 42nd Street, Midtown Manhattan. It's it's now playing through December 28th. Uh Yeah, and tomorrow, December 26th, 12 to 1:15 p.m. and 5 to 6:15 p.m. Ages 5 and older, 30%. The uproar from down under Circus Oz is ready to unleash some merry mayhem on your unsuspecting family, exploding onto the stage in a rascally rainbow of high flying frivolity. This multi generational muscle bound ensemble tumbles, tussles, and trapezes to the beat of a live rock band. Can an archer hit her target on roller skates? Can a daredevil granny survive the dive of death? Can an aerialist reach the ceiling in his Satan gown? Embrace the holiday frenzy and buckle up for a uniquely Aussie celebration of subversive circus fun, excuse me. Um, let me see. I'm going to let me see. All right. Yeah, I think it's too late now, actually. I think it's too late. Wait a second. So holiday spectacular on ice, the gateway PACSC, located at 215 South Country Road, Belport, playing now through January 4th. See their website for schedule and information. All ages tickets start at $35. Um, and This enchanting musical celebration brings beloved holiday songs to life while emphasizing the beauty, grace, and artistry of figure skating, featuring now show-stopping singers, dancers, and astonishing performance artistry. This family-friendly musical celebration is literally the coolest show of all ages this holiday season. Let's see. Harry Connick Jr.'s the Happy Elf is going to be at the Argyle Theater at Babylon Village, located at 34 West Main Street, Babylon. Now it's Saturdays and Sundays, 10:30 a.m. now through January 4th. You got the 26th, the 29th, and the 30th. All ages, tickets start at $27. This musical comedy by the Grammy Award winning and Tony Award nominated composer and lyricist Harry Connick Jr. Harry Connick Jr.'s The Happy Elf tells the tale of UB the elf, a lovable fellow who wants to spread Christmas joy throughout the town of Bluesville, hoping to introduce a new generation of children to the joys of jazz. Connick has crafted a musical landscape against which UB's story unfolds. This festive tale of overcoming adversity, friendship, the power of positivity, and believing in yourself is the perfect treat for the whole family. That sounds pretty good, man. That sounds pretty good, man. He's like he's multi-talented though, man. He had a talk show years ago actually that only lasted 2 seasons actually. Yeah, it only lasted 2 seasons and stuff though. Let's see. All right. So yeah, let me see if I can recommend any Christmas stuff related. You got the Urban Columbus Circle Holiday Market, um, Paleyland, um, Dome. You have Holiday Under Stars, a double decker Christmas carousel in Greeley Square. Um, it's now it's 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 now playing through January 6th, 2026. Um, and the storybook creatures will spin from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, and the tickets are $7 per person. All right, you got the Holiday Express toys and trains the the Journey collection. Okay, and it's now playing until February 22nd, 2026. Don't forget to buy your tickets. You got the Brooklyn Zoo Holiday Light. No, excuse me. You got the Bronx Zoo Holiday Lights happening. Um, and the select dates is now, yeah, select dates now through January 4th, 2026, which is my birthday. Price Pricing starts at $26.95 for kids under 13 and $41.95 for adults. Lightscape at Brooklyn Botanic Garden. You have Lightscape Brooklyn Botanic Gardens, gorgeous after dark illuminated spectacular, promises a glittering winter wonderland, and where you'll feel like you are strolling through an enchanted forest. More than 1 million lights combine to form a illuminated trail of art by local and international artists. So, Lightscape is on view through January 4th, 2024, 2026, excuse me, January 4th, 2026. This year's show offers off-peak and peak pricing ranging from $29 to $44 for adults and $15 to $28 for kids. Let's see. Yeah, you got the New York Transit Museum's Holiday Train Show. Okay. You have This is a free one actually. This is a free one actually. So the holiday train show will be on view at Grand Central Terminal through February 2026. The free show is open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m., Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and closed major holidays. You can find it in the shuttle passage on 42nd Street and Park Avenue, adjacent to the station's master's office. And you got Santa Secret, which is by Columbus Circle in Midtown Manhattan. Um, and the show runs from November 13th until December 31st. You don't forget to get your tickets. It starts at $65 per person. Um, so there you go, right there. I want to make sure I don't miss out on anything. I want to make sure I don't miss out on anything. Let me just all right, let's see. Oh, if you didn't get a chance to go to Rockefeller Center to see the Christmas tree lighting, um, it's 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 going down now until January 2026. So you might want to check that out when you get a chance. Let's see. Let's see. Anything? Let me see something here. Let me see something here. Yeah. As a matter of fact, let me show you the website that I got these places from, man. In case you are wondering where you can get your tickets and stuff to fun activities, as far as anything, whether it's music, whether it's things to do for the week, a weekend, a month, um, whether it's music concerts, whatever it may be. If you are from Chicago, Miami, Florida, or any other state, or international spots, including the tri-state area of New Jersey, Connecticut, and the New York five boroughs, and of course, Long Islanders are included too. Check out the website right here on your screen right here. You can write it down on a piece of paper, text it to yourself at www.timeout.com. That's www.timeout.com. You can't miss it. You type it into the search engine and it's going to pop up on your Google search, and then boom, you'll be able to check out all the fun activities that's listed in Timeout New York website. All right. All right. I want to get to two things actually. I want to get to two things actually in movie news actually. So let's get to okay, let's get to hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get to hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Um let's see. Hold on. All right. Time for movie man cave popcorn. Avatar, Fire and Ash is number one in the box office. I will break that down right now in movie man cave popcorn. Let's do this. All right, Fire and Ash by Avatar, Fire and Ash to be exact, actually, is number one in the box office, and and you know, you know, I kind of knew, and everybody predicted that Avatar was going to be making more money than that SpongeBob movie that came out recently. That's in fourth place so far. And I talked about Zootopia. That's already making over $1 billion already. And and from what John Campea was talking about, he said that it made $6 billion. I can't recall the last time a movie did over $6 billion. This is the first time that animated movie did over $6 billion. It'd be so interesting to hear if I hear about another animated movie that's supposedly coming out with Jennifer Hudson and also Stephen Curry is also in the movie as well. I wonder if Goat can actually make over $1 billion. It depends on how many people are interested. So that comes out in February of next year. So you might want to check out the trailer for it though. Speaking of which, James Cameron's sci-fi epic Avatar Fire and Ash loomed large over the global box office with $345 million, a robust start that's nonetheless a significant decline from its predecessor. To compare, Avatar The Way of Water, which opened in 2022 after countless release date delays, ignited the $435 million over the same frame. Initial ticket sales for Avatar 3 from Disney and 20th Century Studios include $257 million internationally and $88 million domestically, globally. Globally, this is the second largest debut of 2025 behind another Disney juggernaut, Zootopia, which earned $500 million over the 3-day period, which I just mentioned that it made over $6 billion. Yeah, $6 billion actually. So I'm proud of those movies actually. Avatar Fire and Ash certainly has a high bar to clear in terms of theatrical expectations because the first two trips of to Pandora were smash hits to the tune of above $2 billion at the global box office. Plus, Disney spent a massive $350 million to produce and roughly $150 million to promote, with the marketing, meaning the big budget blockbuster needs to earn a lot of coin to justify its mega budget. In that regard, Avatar installments have become ubiquitous to us for their box office longevity. Neither 2009's Avatar nor The Way of Water had particularly shattering opening weekends ahead of Christmas, but both remain the de facto choice for moviegoers well into the new year. They stand as two of the highest grossing movies in history with $2.9 billion and $2.3 billion respectively. International audience will be key to the threequel's commercial success. The original Avatar adventure earned a mammoth $2.1 billion from just overseas markets, while the sequel generated a massive $1.65 billion from foreign territories. The first two movies earned over 70% of their box office overseas, says David A. Gross, who runs the movie consulting firm Franchise Entertainment Research. So far, the foreign openings are extremely strong again. That's led by China, where Fire and Ash started slightly stronger than its predecessor with $57.6 million, a touch above the $56 million debut of The Way of Water. Outside of China, the top overseas launches were France with $21.4 million, Germany with $18 million, Korea with $13.6 million, and the United Kingdom with $11.9 million. Avatar movies are known as visual spectacles, so it's no surprise that moviegoers opted to watch the third entry in the best possible quality. Premium formats such as IMAX and 3D represented a notable 66% of total grosses. IMAX alone delivered $43.6 million globally, registering as nearly 14% of the worldwide bow on less than 1% of screens. Those sales mark IMAX's biggest opening of 2025, as well as the fifth largest start in the company's history. As James Cameron continues to break new ground with Avatar, the indelible connection between IMAX and this one of a kind franchise endures, with IMAX delivering an outsized share of the box office across virtually every market worldwide, said Rich Gelfand, CEO of IMAX. Avatar films have historically played with longevity like few other franchises, and we look forward to fans continuing to enjoy Avatar, Fire, and Ash in the big numbers in IMAX throughout the holiday season and beyond. Disney also scored over the weekend as Zootopia 2 collected a remarkable $76.6 million overseas and $91 million globally in its fourth frame. The animated sequel has been a powerhouse at the international box office with $990 million to date. It's about to become only the second animated film ever to surpass $1 billion in international ticket sales. Along with $282 billion in North America, Zootopia 2 has hopped to $1.27 billion worldwide to stand as the highest grossing Hollywood release of the year. So there you go, right there, folks. Yeah, Zootopia actually did. Zootopia 2 actually did over $6 billion, which is the most insane amount of money that I ever heard for the first time ever for an animated cartoon movie. Speaking of animated cartoon movie, the new Simpsons movie 2 has been delayed once again. Now, according to Deadline, there's a new Simpsons movie and it's coming out on July 23rd, 2027. The second Simpsons film to hit the screen will fill a date for Disney's that's simultaneously being vacated by an untitled Marvel movie. Unfortunately, that's crazy. The Simpsons movie was released in July 2007 and it was a hit, opening to $74 million and making $183 million domestic and more than $536 million worldwide. It was at a time when TV properties, even if they were still on television, could excel on the big screen at the same time. David Silverman directed the Simpsons movie. We'll apprise you when we have more intel on what the new movie is about, etc. Um, The Simpsons TV series, which first premiered in 1989, is currently in its 37th season. The series is co-created by James L. Brooks, Matt Groening, and Sam Simon. The working class family of Homer, Marge, and kids Bart, Maggie, and Lisa, who live in the town of Springfield, surrounded by a ton of cookie personalities, first made their premiere as a short on the 1987 sketch comedy series The Tracy Ullman Show, which was also co-created by Brooks. You're not going to know what state Springfield is going to be when it comes to The Simpsons. So it's not going to happen, man. People tried to find out about it years ago, but that's not really going to happen. Okay, so the Simpsons movie features the voices of Dan Castellaneta, um, Yeardley Smith, Julie Kavner, and Nancy Cartwright, as well as Hank Azaria and Harry Shearer in multiple roles. I did see that it got delayed from July 23rd, 2027 to September 2027. Let me see something here so I can confirm this. Let me see this so I can confirm this. Oh boy. Okay, The Simpsons movie 2. Hold on. The Simpsons movie 2 delayed to September. Hold on, September 2027. I like the way they're taking their time with this movie, man, because you don't want to rush a project and then it doesn't do good in the box office, which really makes sense. So, yes, the Simpsons movie was delayed from its original July 23rd, 2027 slot to September 3rd, 2027, moving to Labor Day weekend to avoid direct competition with a Minecraft movie 2. According to recent announcements from 20th Century Studios, delighting and amusing fans who noted the irony of a longer wait after the original film's success. And yeah, there you go right there, man. There you go right there. Yes. Let me see. Made by 20th Century Studios in early December 2025, featuring a humorous Homer Simpson themed poster. Fan reaction mixed with humor about the extended wait and the studio's box office strategy. And this move places the sequel over 20 years after the first film and avoids a direct summer showdown with the Minecraft sequel. This is smart. This is very fucking smart of of the people in charge of the Simpsons movie 2. This is very smart though, man. Yeah, I'm glad they actually did that because it's pretty much it's pretty much good in the books anyway by the time they take their time with the stories, the script, and everything else though. So you can't rush the process when it comes to the Simpsons movie 2. I know everybody can't wait for it. So it's 2 years from now. The same year as the Sonic the Hedgehog movie 4. So so yeah. And they still didn't cast an actress involving involving playing the voice of Amy Rose, which I'll talk about that in a future episode actually. Now, okay, before I go on to the next segment, actually, I want to go over the best movies of 2025. Actually, wait, did I do that? Oh, okay, okay. So you have okay. So this is from timeout.com actually. So best comedy, The Naked Gun, best horror movie, Weapons, best action movie, One Battle After Another, best drama, Nickel Boys, and best family film, Flow. Okay. All right. So number 41, Nosferatu. Number 40, Presence. Number 39, Last Breath. Mickey 17. Mickey 17, that's number 38. Number 37, Pavements. Um, Number 36, Ephus, never heard of it. Number 35, 28 years later. Number 34, F1 the movie. Number 33, Jaws at 50, the definitive inside story. Number 32, Memoir of a Snail. Number 31, excuse me, Afternoons of Solitude. Number 30, Splitsville. Number 29, The Extraordinary Miss Flower. Number 28, The Girl with the Needle. Number 27, Black Bag. Number 36, The Marching Band. Number 25, Hard Truths. Number 24, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Number 23, Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. Let's see. And number 22, I'm Still Here. Number 21, Better Man. Number 20, Riefenstahl. Let's see. Number 19, Frankenstein. Number 20, Predator Badlands, which flopped at the box office, man. That's what happens when you try to make a fucking action movie um, from an R-rated movie to a PG-13 movie. It didn't last that long in the box office. Anyway, number 17, Bridget Jones, Mad About a Boy. Number 16, Late Shift. Late Shift. Hold on. Let me see. Number 15, Cover Up. Number 14, The Secret Agent. Number 13, Sorry Baby. Number 12, A Real Pain. Number number 11, Train Dreams. Number 10, Pillion. Number 9, No Other Choice. Number 8, Sentimental Value. Um, Number 7, It Was Just an Accident. Well, nothing's just an accident, man. Oh shit. Number 6, Sinners. Um, One of the best horror movies ever. And also another best horror movie is number 5, Weapons. Number 4, Flow. Number 3, Nickel Boys. Number 2, Marty Supreme, that just came out on Christmas Christmas Day, which is today. And number 1 is One Battle After Another. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else I have to cover. Let me see. Oh boy. Boy, okay. I already talked about the TV stuff already, so I'm not gonna really let me see. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You know what? Because I talked about this already. Let's see. Because I want to actually go to some other stuff actually, because I talked about the TV stuff already. Um, I talked about that already, so I'm gonna save that for another time actually. So I want to instead of going to TV show checkouts, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna go to this next segment right here, which is the video game um entertainment newsroom. All right. So let's get into it right here. The video game entertainment newsroom. Um okay. Okay, so I'm gonna actually wait for the shit to load actually. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, we have a games award that's going down in New York. I want to actually make sure I remind y'all to actually check out this event. So let's get I want to actually get a look at the synopsis here. So get ready for 2 unforgettable days celebrating the artistry, creativity, and community of video games. The 15th New York Game Awards and Double G Fest. Get ready for 2 unforgettable days celebrating the artistry, creativity, and kind and community of video games. The 15th annual New York New York Game Awards plus Double G Fest. With Supergiant Games Unplugged, bring together fans, creators, and critics for a one of a kind 2-day experience in the heart of NYC. If you purchase the 2-day experience, you get a big discount. And of course, this day one on Double G Fest seating is Saturday, January 17th. Doors open at 1 p.m. Event starts at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Step into the world behind your favorite games. Double G Fest is an all new and arts showcase featuring live panels and podcasts with some of the biggest names in the industry, including a special panel with Reggie, appearances from Pokemon, and more to be announced. Cap off the duty, cap off the day, with the worldwide exclusive Supergiant Games Unplugged, a live concert featuring music from the critically acclaimed 2025 game Hades 2. Award-winning music duo Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett bring the worlds of Hades and other Supergiant hits to life through song. So connect, celebrate, and discover the artistry behind the games you love. Go to nygamescritics.com/double G Fest. Schedule for updates and a full timeline of events. Um, okay. Double G Fest and Supergiant Unplugged do not have seat selection options. Attendees will choose their own seats at the event. Tickets may appear as standing room, but all attendees will have a seat. Day two, the 15th annual New York Game Awards seats Sunday, January 18th. Doors open at 6:15 p.m. Show starts at 7 p.m. Um, of course, join us for gaming's most electric, soulful night, hosted by industry icon Reggie, Phils, Amy, and NYVGCC founder and New York Times Games critic Harold Goldberg. The New York Games the New York Game Awards honors the best games creators and storytellers of the year. The Pokemon community will take center stage to accept the Andrew Yoon Legend Award on the behalf of the Pokemon franchise, which celebrates its 30th anniversary in 2026. Of course, enjoy live comedy from The Daily Show, musical performances, and appearances from top game makers and stars from across the industry. After party access, award night exclusive, ending the night on a high note. A limited number of after party passes are available as at as an add-on for awards night, January 18th only. Join us for a lively post-show celebration with our legend winner, members of the games industry, award winners, and fellow fans, featuring a selection of wine and craft beer to keep the night going. Only in New York at the New York Game Awards can fans mingle the award and legend winners at an after party. It doesn't happen anywhere else in the world. Yeah, so yeah, there you go right there. There you go right there. Actually, if you go to okay, so yeah, if you go to let's okay, so I am on www.eventbrite.com slash E/15th New York 15th NY Game Awards, GG Fest, Supergiant, and stuff. But the easiest way to get your tickets, and know what schedule is going to be is to go to nygamecritics.com/GG Fest schedule. So there you go, right there. You can get your tickets at eventbrite.com. All right. Next, we have Sony and Honda. That's right, the car. Sony and Honda have announced that their upcoming Afeela 1 car will support PlayStation Remote Play. The two companies form a joint venture automotive company called Sony Honda Mobility in 2022, with the aim being to produce battery-powered electric vehicles together. The pair will release cars under the Afeela brand, and the first production model, Afeela 1, is set to start deliveries in the California region in 2026. Now, Sony Honda Mobility has announced that Afeela cars will offer PlayStation Remote Play via the Afeela in-vehicle infotainment system, allowing passengers to play PS4 and PS5 games. It should be noted that only PlayStation Remote Play has been confirmed. Rather than cloud streaming through PlayStation Plus, meaning players will need to have a PS4 or PS5 console turned on at home and streaming to their car. With PS Remote Play, users can remotely access and control their PS4 and PS5 console at home directly from the car's interface using the Afeela in-vehicle infotainment system. Sony Honda Mobility said in a statement. End quote. It offers an enjoyable way for users to play games remotely from their console using an integrated display and premium audio system. Whether you are waiting in your parked car or keeping passengers entertained on a road trip, Afeela's integrated features let you enjoy the PlayStation experience right from your vehicle. Sony Honda Mobility Representative Director President and COO Izumi Kawanishi added, the introduction of PS Remote Play embodies Afeela's vision for mobility, transforming the traveling space into a captivating and emotional one. Through this integration, we are elevating the customer's entire travel experience to an unprecedented level of entertainment. This isn't the first example of cars offering built-in support for video games. In 2022, Tesla launched a native Steam app for its cars, which let users play Steam games on the car's display while it was parked or charging. Last year, it dropped support for Steam in its cars. Microsoft also announced in September that cars which make use of LG's Web OS automotive content platform will also be able to stream games through Xbox Cloud Gaming, as long as they have an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription and an automotive data plan. And of course, last but not least, the retro specialist Hamster Corporation is celebrating a milestone by re-releasing one of the most iconic arcade games of all time. The company has been releasing classic arcade titles on a weekly basis in its Arcade Archive series, including its ACA Neo Geo spin-off series for a number of years now, and currently sits on 499. Hamster has announced it will release its 500 game on Christmas Day, which is happening now, And to celebrate the milestone, the game will be Tato's Classic Space Invaders. Hamster's releases in recent years have tended to focus more on games that haven't previously had home releases, rather, such as the original Ridge Racer. So the re-releases of Space Invaders, which has been featured on numerous console retro compilations over the years, may be considered an unusually common choice for the company. It's clear, however, that such a milestone required a special game, and Space Invaders is considered one of the most important releases in the history of arcade video games and the medium in general. Hamster's version will feature both the black and white and color versions of the game, and the sound has been reproduced to the limit of how it sounded back then. It will be released as part of both the Arcade Archive series and Hamster's newer Arcade Archives 2 series, which started when Nintendo Switch 2 launched. The Arcade Archives version of the game is available on Nintendo Switch and PS4. It features original mode, the standard game, high score mode, where you have to score as much as possible with a single credit, and caravan mode, where you have a 10-minute limit with online rankings for each. The Arcade Archives 2 versions, which are available on Nintendo Switch 2, PS5, and Xbox Series, add more features, including split screen multiplayer, time attack mode, where you have to finish the game as quickly as possible, regardless of score, and VRR support to ensure the game runs as accurately as possible. So there you go. There you go, right there, man. Let me see. Let me see if I didn't leave anything out. Let me see. I think I covered everything, man. The only thing I'm not going to cover is the TV. Is the TV news. Because I talked about some shows that are returning in January and everything else in between. You can listen to episodes 435 or 436 for that. I actually talked about that as well, so I'm going to leave it at that. All right. All right. So I'm gonna wrap up this show right here, man. I'm gonna wrap it up right here because I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I'm all talked out right now. All right. Okay. All right. I'm about to wrap up right here. Let me just get this set up. Let me get this set up right here. Here we go. All right, now time for our last segment of the night, which is, hold on a second. That's not it. There we go. Stream choices on the go. Let's go. All right, folks, this is your duty and your mission. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on Facebook, Blue Sky Social, alongside with Threads and Instagram. The same goes for my other podcast shows that I do, which is my sports edition show, Excellent, Fun, Vibrant Talks podcast, alongside with my entertainment review show, Meticulous Values podcast. And you can also follow your host with the most, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Also, you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555. So you'll be able to get an idea on the audio stream platform podcast feed links that you can listen to the episodes in. And this includes Odyssey, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and a review of your feedback. It really helps the show grow and the confidence to gain more ideas to create content and more new topics and everything else in between. Um, so followed by Castbox FM, these are Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Overhaul FM Podcast, Pandora, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podcatcher, Podcast Republic, Snip, Spotify. Make sure you add the podcast to your Spotify playlist and make sure you press the notification bell so you know when each episode will be uploaded to Spotify and other streaming platforms as well. You can also listen to the episodes on Spotify for creators, TuneIn Radio, Fountain, Good Pods, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to your favorite music artists such as rappers, R&B singers, rock and roll artists, pop stars, alongside with other music genres, and of course, your favorite hip hop artists. You can also listen to your favorite radio stations on the AM and FM stations, and you can also listen to the podcast shows for free. You don't need iHeartRadio you don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio. All you need to do is actually follow Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast on iHeartRadio. If you don't have it on your phones, you can download it onto your iPhones, Android phones, alongside with your iPads, Android tablets, alongside with laptops are included, such as Apple Mac laptops and Dell laptop models, which includes Windows 10 and Windows 11. And make sure you click on that subscribe button on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, for more episodes that are uploaded to the YouTube channel pages. If you missed out on any episodes whatsoever, please feel free to actually check those episodes out. All right. Leave a like and a comment on the topics in the episode, on each episode to be exact, including this one. Share the linktree / G Money Stacks 555 with your husbands, wives, boyfriends, girlfriends, friends, people you're cool with from work, and of course enable alerts, which is very important. Also, word of mouth is important. Spread the word. You can also enable alerts so you'll be able to be notified on when each YouTube video is going to be uploaded to the channel page. Now, what you want to also do is, stay tuned for more video podcast episode live stream recordings. And of course, be sure to also know that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, new episodes will be dropping on every streaming platform. And yeah, so there you go right there, man. All right, man. I'm about to be out of here. Right now. This has been a great Christmas episode to end 2025. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, rhymes with now or later. Thank you very much for listening to the episodes, including this one, when you could have listened to any other podcast in the whole world, but you chose to listen to this comedy podcast. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to earn it. It's not going to be given to you on a fucking silver platter. Of course, if you plan on starting a podcast, don't let anybody stop you or discourage you or intimidate you saying that there's no money into anything. Rome wasn't built overnight, though. You know what I'm saying? These things take time, though. And for the most part, it's important to find your niche in whatever career field you're trying to do that makes you happy. And you don't have to be a people pleaser to your parents or anyone else whatsoever. The only person you need to please is yourself. And speaking of that, it's very important that you beat yourself behind the microphone if you plan on starting a podcast and recording episodes with the topics. All right. And be on your P's and Q's creatively, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. It's always important to follow your goals and dreams. All right. Yeah, so Off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast will be returning January 2026. All right. And of course, I want to give y'all time to actually recover from Christmas and of course New Year's as well. So yes, this is it. This is the final episode of this year. Like I said before, this comedy show podcast platform right here is going to be returning in January 2026. All right. So, and like I want to thank everybody for believing in me that I can actually do this. I wouldn't be having that much success as far as reaching 4 to 5 years of podcasting, trying to develop this hobby into an independent career and all the other stuff. I'm really trying here. These things take time and it's a long process, though. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, there you go right there, man. So, I hope y'all enjoyed your Christmas. In case I didn't mention this, I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year of 2026. And of course, if you plan on going to Rockefeller Center to see the Christmas tree lighting, you still have time now through January. All right. You still have plenty of time, though, man. And it's very important that you get there early as possible so you don't have to worry about being on long lines and not being able to get the best view where you can take your pictures and selfies and all that other great stuff right there. All right. I appreciate every single one of y'all. I love y'all. Of course, I will see y'all on the flip side. And of course, I will see y'all in January 2026. Of course, stay tuned for new topics in the next episode. Peace and one love. Merry Christmas to everybody. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Enjoy your new year. Have a good night, everybody.